Good morning, everybody. Yep, this is a fall puzzle that my mom and I did. 1,000 pieces. Hey, so yes, I did cut my hair. That's true. It's been about 3 months since I made a video. And there's Jasper, my little man. So yes, we did indeed make it to Arizona. Sorry if I gave anybody the scare by not posting a video once we arrived, but I don't make videos super often right now, so probably not too big of a surprise. So yes, I cut my hair. It was the longest, as you guys saw, that it's ever been. I loved it. But coming to Arizona with 120-degree heat and moving cross country and time for a change again, I thought, well, why not just cut my hair off? So I started cutting it in New York, and then I cut it in Maryland, and then I think I cut it in Tennessee, and then I finished it off here with my sister who finished cutting it. Not my actual sister, but I call her my sister. And so, oh, look at how cute he is. Yeah, so I went to cystic fibrosis clinic a month. I think I had to wait another month and a half when I arrived here. I left New York pretty quicker than I thought I was going to leave because of the whole bat situation, which I'm sure you guys remember. I just was not able to sleep. I had to have all the lights on all the time, and I wasn't sleeping at all, and I really needed to sleep. And there was also this probably sounds silly, but there were a lot of stray cats where I lived, and they all got fed. Don't mind this scratch on my nose. They all got fed, but this one cat, this one cat was taking advantage of this other cat, and this other cat kept getting pregnant and having these babies, and the cat was too small to have kittens. And these kittens, like, one was completely blind, one was blind and deaf, one was too small to move. And me being immune compromised and having Jasper, I was too nervous to try to put them in my car to try to take them to a vet, because I thought if they have fleas or some zoological disease or something that could transmit to me, I really can't risk it. And just seeing them outside, not sure if somebody else was going to help them, I just couldn't stop crying that day actually that I left. And so that day I packed up my car and I left, and it was like midday. It was the worst time to leave. It was on a Friday, so hotel rates, were way high on the weekends all cross country. But I just couldn't stay where I was, knowing that a kitten needed my help and that I really couldn't do anything because it was such a small town. You couldn't call anybody to try to come and get them. That's just not where I lived. It wasn't possible. The only thing people would have done was probably come and not have tried to help them keep living. And I didn't want to be the one to call them for that either. So anyway, in Arizona, I had a really, really difficult time here and adjusting. And truth be told, I was actually not in a really good place mentally. I was really depressed and just not happy to be here for a few months. And I wasn't getting work, and my money was running out, and I was not in the mood to make any videos. I didn't feel like being positive in a camera, and I thought if somebody wanted to film me, that's fine. But since I make my own videos, I thought there's no way I feel like being positive right now. It's just not going to happen. So we all get depressed, even me, and I was not like super depressed. I just wasn't happy, and I didn't want to make a fake video trying to be happy about it. I did start Ecosia. It's a new drug. It replaces the nebulized amikacin that I was supposed to be on for the Mycobacterium abscessus and avium complex. And so it's azithromycin, rifampicin, Ecosia. And so I've been on Ecosia just a little while. It's been crazy. My life has happened, a lot's been going on, but the short version is I finally was able to start Ecosia. I finally was able to get a job. I actually work at a funeral home. You could imagine how that's going. I'm very positive and peppy, and they were really mean to me. the employees are actually still pretty cruel to me, and it's been 2 months, and they're just really negative, and they talk down to me, and I've never worked in a funeral home or industry in my life, and they talk to me like I had, and I would remind them, hey, I've never, worked here. I'm not quite sure what that word means here, because a spray in almost any other aspect of life is like a spray, something you spray. A spray in a funeral home is those standing flowers that you see on like the stilts. That's what a spray is. Well, if nobody told you that's what a spray is, and also keep in mind, nobody trained me because they were so busy. They're just like, yeah, you'll be fine. And I'm like, well, don't I need to know how to any laws or regulations if somebody comes in the door and asks for something, or how to answer the phones properly? And so, I didn't even know where we kept the toilet paper for like the first week, or that you needed to give somebody this folder because of FDA regulations to even come in the building just about pricing before they can even look at the chapel. So all this information nobody told me, and yet they would wonder, and then they would get mad at me when they say, why didn't you do that? And I'd say, well, nobody's trained me on how to do anything, so how would I know they need this folder? It does not say give to everybody. And that's just, the most basic of the basic things that's happened. Also, a gurney with a corpse fell on me out of a truck. That's correct, you heard me right. A gurney with a corpse fell on me out of a truck. Yeah, it rolled right off of it and took me out. Over 300 pounds. Really hurt my back, really hurt my foot. My back pain was so bad for 2 weeks, I didn't notice my foot was hurt until the back pain subsided, which anybody who's had pain knows that whichever pain is the worst, that's what you feel. And then once it subsides and you're like, oh, hey, my neck also hurts. Oh, my foot hurts. Anyway, I can get into that story later, but that's pretty much the story. So with the era case, that's the backyard where I live. It's patio. Back again. Sorry about that. Quick break. So with error case, the reason I'm on error case is because one of the drugs I'm on because of my mycobacterium doesn't cooperate with Trikafta, the new drug that a lot of you probably have heard of. It's pretty much a miracle drug. It's not guaranteed to work, but I do qualify to try it. And I thought if my health gets bad enough, I would try it because you don't know what it can do to you. And I don't like to try new things that can make me even sicker just because if I feel okay, I don't want to risk taking something and getting sick just because that's just how I am. So if I feel fine and my health is stable, I'm like, no, I don't want to try a new combination drug right now. I'm feeling good. However, when I went to CF clinic, well, I've gone twice since I've been here. So the first time I went, my PFTs were like the second lowest they've ever been in my life, which isn't really good news. It's not super surprising, but it's kind of surprising. They're even lower than they were when I left here 2 years ago, and there they weren't good. So the highest they ever were and the healthiest I've ever been was when I was in New York the first time. And I think a lot of that, has to do with how happy I was and my soul was being filled. And, I was going to that college. I might tell you guys about the name of it later. It was in Houghton, New York. So if you look that up, you'll find out what college it was. And just to be around all those positive, spiritual, God loving, anything can happen, we all have faith mindset was an incredible experience. And to finally work with horses and, just be outside and have my windows down and be able to walk around outside without a mask on and feel like you're actually living really helps you live. So, in Phoenix or anywhere pretty much in Arizona, I can't do that. So I have to wear a mask every time I go outside. I was doing that before COVID because of the air quality and the pollution here and the smog and the dust and the haboobs. And it's just really sad to come back and have to go back and do that again after having to, being able to have my windows down and, you know, actually take Jasper for a walk outside and have him play and not worry so much about scrubbing him down completely when we come inside. Right, back to Trikafta thing. So I don't qualify for Trikafta unless my microbacterium is completely gone. And I've had that for years. And where I got it was from Arizona. So yet again, I'm back in a place where I got the microbacterium and I'm trying to kill the microbacterium so I have a chance of taking Trikafta to see if that works, and a really good team here that I would trust having me take Trikafta that would monitor me correctly. But like I said, I got it here. So me trying to kill this bacteria is interesting. And, you know, I mean, and I was having really bad side effects with Aircase, which I'll go into in another video, but if I can't continue to take Aircase because they're causing nerve, musculoskeletal issues, and possibly pulmonary embolisms, that's right, I had all those side effects last week. I went to ER. If I can't continue taking Aircase, then as of right now, there's not another combo that can treat microbacterium that could kill it, so I could qualify for Trikafta, which then means you just have to wait till your health declines far enough where you then get evaluated for transplant. And I've never been for transplant, for me. I never thought I'd need one. I never wanted one. So yet again, kind of another story for another day. Kind of a quick life update. I know it's super rushed, but I actually have to get ready for work. And as much as I'd love to show you guys my job, I can't. So I am going to try to make videos all this month. It is my birthday month, which is super exciting for me. Last year for my birthday month, I told myself it was the year of anything could happen. And then right after my birthday, I was offered what I thought was my dream job in Wellington, Florida. So I drove from, you know, Oregon to Florida, and then everything happened, which I think you guys know about. I kind of told you about all that. You know, I went from Oregon to Florida, from Florida to New York. And then finally I was able to move into my tiny cabin after like pretty much living in my car and hotels for more than 2 weeks. Anyway, so there's Jasper again for you. Jasper, sweet boy. Kettle corn. Here you go, bub. All right, I'll see you guys later.